Hi, and hello, and welcome to Dr. English YouTube channel. This is Dr. Mafi, a PhD in Applied Linguistics, and I've been teaching English for many years, and I've written many books and articles, some of which are available on Amazon or some websites. Anyway, today's lesson that I'm recording especially for you is about quantity. There are some words that we use as quantifiers. Quantifiers are a portion of something bigger, an umbrella term that we call determiners. Of course, I will devote a special video to that particular subject later on. But today, what we're going to focus on is some part of the quantifiers as a part or a portion of determiners. Today, we're going to focus on quantifiers, some of the quantifiers that we usually talk about or when we focus, in fact, on quantity, right? Well, whether we are talking about something uncountable or countable, that's another story. So first, I wrote an example for you for uncountable stuff like water, right? Water is uncountable. Everybody knows this, right? As a kind of liquid. So we start with little, which is the least amount of water, for example, somewhere, or any kind of uncountable word, right, in the outer world. Anyway, so little means almost negative. It's like almost there isn't any water, almost, right? But when there is little amount, like something that you can see, it's noticeable, then we come up with the idea of, or with the word expression, a little, right? So there's a little water in the glass, okay? Then there's some water in the glass, which is somehow neutral. We don't know how much. It's just the neutral quantifier. Then when we say enough water, there's enough water, right? It means that, well, it's adequate for us. It's enough for us, for example, to quench our thirst. If you're thirsty, if you drink enough water, then you're not thirsty anymore. Anyway, so, and a little bit more than enough is plenty of, right? And more than that, a lot of or lots of, and then too much means more than what is necessary, right? More than enough, okay? Anyway, so that's all the quantifiers we use for uncountable words such as water. But what about quantifiers for countable nouns, such as the students, right? The students in the class. And then note, not there is, there are, because of plural countable nouns. We always use it this way, okay? Of course, you can also say there is a student in class. That's another story. There's only one student. There's a student, right? But here we come up with the plural countable nouns. So there are, okay, now, instead of little that is used for uncountable nouns, we use few for countable, plural countable nouns. There are few students in the class. There are few students in the class. It means that the class cannot be held. So they have to go home. They have to cancel the class because there weren't enough students, right? So there are few students. And then when it becomes a little bit more than few, there are a few. That's the difference between few and a few, just like the difference between little and a little, right? So a few is more positive than few. Few is negative, just like little, which is negative, all right? And after that, there are some students in the class, which is a neutral quantifier, all right? We don't know how much, or of course how many here, how many, not how much. And there are enough students. There are enough students in the class, all right? We know there are enough, so the class is over there. And then there are plenty of. Again, you can see enough, some, enough, plenty of, a lot of, lots of, just like these. The only difference is a little, few, and yes, instead of too much, we use too many, okay? So there are too many students in the class. It means that it's too crowded, all right? They have to divide the class or form a new class or a new batch for those many students, okay? So too many and too much are, again, they are negative, but not in the sense that there aren't any students or there isn't any water. It means that it's more than enough, actually, okay? Thank you very much for watching again, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up.